Man, I swear, y'all, like birthdays just don't feel like birthdays anymore, man. I just turned 30 yesterday, and like I told y'all before, I don't feel 30 at all. Like I still feel young as hell, and I still look young too. But yeah, man, I'm 30 now, officially, and I didn't, like on my birthdays nowadays, man, every time when it's my birthday, like nowadays in this time that we're living in now, for the past, I want to say 5, 6, 7 years, man, I just haven't never really celebrated my birthday. Not because I just never cared to. It's just I just never, nobody has never really like planned anything for me anymore. Like back when I was a kid, people don't buy me things anymore. I mean, I'm not really expecting to have like a birthday as if I'm still a child. Like where people just will always like buy stuff and wrap it inside of a package, and I take it out the package and see what I got for my birthday and stuff like that. I'm not saying I want a birthday like that. I mean, I'm too old for that now. I'm just saying, like, every now and then, you know, you would think that you would get something for your birthday, like a T-shirt or something. It's like now I just don't get shit. All I get is just happy birthday and just a happy birthday message, and that's it. You know, I just don't get anything anymore, man. It's like my birthdays just don't even feel like birthday. It just feels just like another day. Like yesterday, I had to fucking work. People at my job, of course, getting on my nerves, and I'm feeling, awkward as usual, socially awkward and anxious around people and stuff. And I wanted to make a video talking about that too, like being socially awkward and being forced into social situations that I don't want to be a part of. I'm gonna make a separate video talking about that because I have a lot of well, I'm gonna try to come up with a lot of scenarios and things that really bother me when I'm out in public and stuff. Things that really bother me when it comes to like me being socially awkward and shy around people and stuff. I thought about talking about that, but yeah, this video is just mainly just about me just rambling about you know my birthday and just how birthdays nowadays really suck. Well, for me anyway, I can only speak for myself. But yeah, man, it just don't feel the same anymore. I don't feel anything. Like I don't feel like I'm appreciated. I don't feel. I just feel like nobody gives a damn that I'm 30 years old. You know, and it's already bad enough I don't like the fact that I am 30, but it make it even worse when people don't even appreciate the fact that I'm 30. Not saying that I'm not saying that I'm not talking about people I don't know. I'm talking about people that I do know, like family, you know, friends. Well, I don't have friends, but I mean, there were some people like on Facebook that I don't really be on Facebook like that anymore like I used to, but I had a lot of people on my timeline, like people from like years ago, even people as far back as like people that knew me from like pre-K, kindergarten, and all my preschool years, old coworkers and stuff. They wish me happy birthday. I appreciated that. I mean, not everybody wished me happy birthday, but certain people did, and I did appreciate that. But it still kind of sucks how, you know, that's all you get nowadays is just a happy birthday message, and that's it. And you probably be lucky to even get that a lot of times. Or well, in my case, now that I'm older, it's like now that I'm older, it's like now I don't have expectations on my birthday anymore. Like I just know before my birthday come, it ain't shit going. It's just gonna be just another day. I know I'm not gonna get anything. Nobody's not gonna offer to buy me anything. Nobody doesn't offer to take me anywhere. You know, but I get it. I'm a grown ass man, quote unquote. But still, like, there's people in their 40s and 50s that still get gifts, and people still take them places. So it's like, why can't people, you know, offer me anything, man? At 30, I entered a whole new age bracket. You would think, it ain't like I'm still in my 20s. Like I'm in my 30s now. Like this birthday should, to people that's known me for, pretty much all my life. You would think, it would be kind of like a little a special celebration. Even though I don't feel good about being 30, I still in a deep down I still kind of feel like I kind of still wish that, you know, I was appreciated for the fact that I'm still, alive for 30, been alive for 30 years, you know. Even though, like I said, I still feel, bad about, life now as an adult. Growing up, I just feel like life just really sucks. The older I get, I just feel like life just gets harder and harder and more just stressful, and I just really feel worthless as far as just everything that I'm going through in life. Just the constant loneliness and like basically the same stuff I've been telling y'all. Loneliness, still stuck with my parents, not making a lot of money, don't feel like I have anything going for me in life. Yeah, sure, I got a college degree, but I haven't been able to find any use for it because I'm still struggling to find a job, a high paying. I have a job, but it's not a high paying job. It's not a livable wage job. It's just a job, you know. And it just sucks, man. Just growing up just really is just it's terrible. I just don't feel nothing right now. Like I don't feel grateful about life. I don't feel happy about anything right now. Like I just feel just miserable. I'm very miserable, depressed, lonely, frustrated. Like I got so many feelings right now. You know, miserable, just just a lot of different things, man. Just feeling lost. Like I just feel like I'm in a forest, and I just don't know my way back home. Like I just don't know where to go. That's how it feels that's how life feels right now for me. Cause it's like I'm doing everything in my power to, you know, do everything that I can do to make my life better. Trying to find different ways, trying to earn. Like I told y'all before, I decided to go back to college, but I ended up dropping out recently because Number one, I didn't like the experience because I just didn't like being around all those people and, just feeling lonely and isolated, you know, seeing girls that, wasn't trying to, didn't want nothing to do with me, always being ignored and stuff. Just feeling so just isolated the whole time I was there. And now I passed my classes, well, not all my classes. It was one math class that I took that I ended up dropping twice the 2 semesters that I was there because I just dropped out of that school. Um, was it this year? Yeah, this year, like around the springtime, like after the spring semester of last semester, I just said I wasn't coming back. So I'm not coming back. I don't plan on going back to college. It's like I just feel like it's just I don't want to have to go back to school for another 4 or more years. I don't want to deal with that shit all over again. And then it's like times is so different now compared to how it was when I was in college back around like the early mid 2010s. It's not the same no more. Like times have drastically changed since then. Like college life just ain't what it used to be. And it's like everybody there just seems so stuck up and shallow. I'm just done with college. I don't want to go back to that. I just don't want to deal with that shit all over again. So that's why I decided to just, you know, go for just try to aim for a certification instead of a whole degree because I can still get a good job, paying job with a certification. It's just I have to study this book, man. This book is it's very hefty, man. There's a lot of information that I gotta retain and I gotta know for this field that I'm trying to get into, that I was going to college for. I don't want to say what it is in case, you know, anybody try to use, because I try to be careful what I say in these videos, because I know trolls be watching, and I just try not to say anything. They try to use something against me. But yeah, man. I'm just trying to just make it through life, man. And it's like being an adult, growing up and being an adult, man. It's just like, man, you just basically just on your own now, man. It's just like as a child, man, you got so used to always having things done for you and your parents doing everything for you and everything. And then, the older you get is like things just drastically start to change and people start to change. And then all of a sudden now, boom, you're an adult now. So it's like now you got all these responsibilities, everything. Now you have the choice of, you know, I mean, only good thing as an adult now, you have the freedom. You have the freedom of like the freedom of choice. So now you can decide to make, either good decisions or bad decisions. But of course, I always choose the good decisions. I always stay out of trouble and everything. And, you know, I just feel like, life has just gotten a lot harder for me, man. I just was thinking, when I was going to, when I was in college, I'm thinking, I'm just thinking, man, as soon as I graduate, I thought I was going to just go ahead and get a job. I was going to get me a good paying job. I was doing good. I was doing good in school. Like I was, I mean, I started off kind of rough at my second college because I went to two colleges. I graduated from a community college and then I went to a university. I started off at the university pretty rough. That was around the time when I was making all them videos on YouTube and I was showing my face and stuff. Wasn't doing too good around that time. I mean, I was passing some of my classes, but I had to retake a couple classes, and some of them classes was kind of hard. And then Then on top of that, I wasn't really focused that much because I was just focused on other stuff, stuff that I shouldn't have been focusing on, you know, and but then over time, and then I remember I dropped out. Well, I didn't really drop out necessarily. I just took a little break, which was stupid because I probably would have graduated a lot sooner. But I ended up graduating after I took like a year off, and then I came back and I graduated in 2019, and I graduated. I came back to school strong. I wasn't making videos anymore at that time. I said, fuck making these videos. And I just decided to just, study hard and do what I had to do. And I did, and I was doing well. I passed my classes. I graduated. And I was still, even though I wasn't making videos, I was still feeling, you know, bad that I couldn't get a girl and all that stuff. All that stuff was still there. I just wasn't, making videos about it no more. Cause I just didn't want to deal with, like I told y'all, I just stopped making videos because of all the trolls, and I just got tired of all the backlash and shit. And that's the reason why I don't even really like. I'll still make videos now, but y'all notice I don't make videos like I used to anymore. Like I'll just make a video every once in a blue moon now. Like I'm not gonna really be posting videos like constantly like that anymore unless there's something that's really on my mind that I want to talk about. I'm not gonna make any video. I'm just not gonna be making videos, just wasting time just making videos and stuff. Unless it's something that's really, really like on my mind and something that I really want to get off my chest. That'd be the only time I make a video. And this is the time now where I wanted to make a video because I just wanted to just kind of reflect on just I guess my life, I guess. But there's some other things that I wanted to talk about too, but I think I might make separate videos on those topics. Um, but yeah, it's just growing up. Just really, I hate it, man. I hate the way life is now. I remember, when I was little, when it was my birthday. I remember, my parents used to like they would buy me stuff and wrap it inside like how in a typical birthday where they would buy you something and they wrap it up inside of a box with tape and stuff and wrapping paper and maybe like a bow or something, and then you open it up and then you see that you got like a game or a brand new toy or something. Man, those days were the best, man. I swear to God, those were the best birthdays. And then I remember some days, sometimes on my birthday, get I would have like my mom would like bake me some cookies. And I remember the times when it would be my birthday. I remember specifically. I think this was like 2003 because I can remember some of the birthdays that I had. I remember on one of my birthdays. I remember I was me and my dad, I think, was down the basement watching TV, and my mom. I can remember this very very vividly. This was way back in 2003, and I remember I was downstairs watching cartoons, and this was like I think this was like at nighttime, like around like maybe like in the evening time, like 6 or 7 in the evening, and it was just about to get dark. And I remember my mom called my dad to come upstairs, and they told me to stay downstairs. And so I'm watching cartoons, and then I go upstairs, and they called me to come upstairs, and I kind of already had a feeling. I already knew that it was they probably was preparing, for me because of probably it was like a surprise birthday thing that they was probably setting up for me. So I wasn't like totally like clueless of what why they wanted me to stay downstairs. So they eventually they called me upstairs, and then I'll go upstairs, and then they start singing Happy Birthday song. You know, the Happy Birthday to you, that song. They was singing that. I think I turned 9 or 8 that year, and I remember, I saw the candles lit up on the cookies. My mom baked me cookies. It was me, my sister, my younger sister wasn't born at that time. It was me, my older sister, and my parents. We was all upstairs in the kitchen, and they was singing Happy Birthday song, and I blew out the candles, and they clapped for me and stuff, and then they gave me my gifts, man. They gave me my gifts, and I opened up I opened up the packaging, and I remember the two games they got me. It was, man, it's just making me feel good just talking about it, man, because it was just such a good time. Um, I opened up the packaging, and it was two games. I remember they bought me Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and Tekken Tag Tournament 1 for the PS2. I'll never forget it. Those, and I still have Tekken Tag Tournament 1. I still have that same game to this day, but I don't have Tekken. I mean, I don't have Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 anymore. I don't have that game anymore, but I still got Tekken Tag Tournament 1. And I remember those two games specifically. I think it was like 2003, I believe. And I think I remember they bought me like the Incredible Hulk, like the gloves, cause like they had back in the day they had these toys, these Incredible Hulk toys. Um, like you had the Hulk hands to make you feel like you actually the Incredible Hulk, and they made like these sounds and stuff. I remember I got that for my birthday too, and cause I used to love, cause I think back during that year the Hulk Incredible Hulk film came out, and I really was like a big fan of the Hulk after seeing that movie. And I remember they bought me the gloves and the action figure, and yeah, man, I remember that, man. I was so happy, man. And then I remember, like, I can just tell y'all a lot of stories, but I don't want to just bore y'all with just all these stories about my birthday experiences. But I do also remember even further back from that time. I remember when I was like little. I remember it was a hurricane. I had a birthday party during a hurricane. Like it was a bad storm outside. I remember my cousin came over, a couple of my neighbors came over, and we was all down. I don't think my sister wasn't. I don't know why my sister didn't wasn't there. She was. I think she was there, but she didn't. She wasn't, because this happened like in the basement of my house. She must have been upstairs somewhere. I don't remember. But it was me, my mom, my dad. I remember my dad was at work. He had to work that day. And my neighbors and my cousin, they all came over. We was playing with puzzles. I remember the toys I got. I had these remote control cars, the Spider-Man action figure, and I had these walkie-talkies. And like I'm old, because walkie-talkies nowadays, some people probably don't even know what that is. Like, it was like these little things where like you could talk to somebody like on like it looked like a phone with like a long antenna, and like if you wanted to communicate with somebody, you would communicate somebody, and the other person could hear you from like like far away. It was something like that. It was a walkie-talkie, and I remember I used to play with those, and I had these remote control cars, and I swear, man, birthdays were the best. It was a bad storm outside, but inside we had a good time, man. We had so much fun. this was like back in like, this was probably like, this was like a long, long time ago. So I kind of have like very, very vivid memories of that. This was probably like 2000 or like 99 or 2000. I think I turned like four, no, 5 years old, something like that. But yeah, man, I still remember that, man. I have a memory of an elephant, so I can remember a lot of shit from like way back, way, way back, even before like 9/11. And I even remember that 9/11, and like 9/11 will always be like around the time of my birthday, because my birthday is around the time 9/11 occurred back in 2001. I still remember 9/11. And recently, this is kind of off topic, but recently I've been looking at a lot of 9/11 videos because I just was kind of like reminiscing about it, reflecting on it. And man, that day was very tragic, man. I still remember, I was little when that happened. I was 5, about to turn 6, because my birthday is on the 16th of September, and 9/11 was on 9/11, and was on the 11th. And I still remember how it was cause I remember I was in school and my dad picked me up from school. My mom wanted my dad to pick me up from school early, so I got out of school early, and I didn't know what was going on. My dad was saying that it was a terrorist attack, and I didn't understand what that was. And they was saying that some people came to America and was attacking the buildings in New York. And I didn't understand what a terrorist attack was, or I'm in the second grade at the time, so I don't know nothing about that. But I remember seeing it on TV. It was all on the news. It was everywhere, almost on every channel. Breaking news, a terrorist attack, and it was just crazy, man. I remember seeing it, live when it was live on TV. And then I remember, well, at the time, the Bush was the president. I know I'm getting way off topic, but yeah, man, I just like to just talk about stuff from my childhood, man. Cause my childhood was just so much better than compared to how everything is now. Cause I hate life now. But yeah, I was just kind of like looking at a lot of videos about 9/11, cause like looking back on it now as an adult, it kind of hit different now as an adult when you see when you look at how impactful it was as an adult compared to how it was when you were younger. It kind of feel different, and you kind of get like a different perspective on the whole, you know situation that occurred back then. You just have like a whole perspective about it. But that was crazy, man, that happened. Just these random planes just out of nowhere just crashing into buildings, on a clear, nice, clear, sunny day. I mean, I already know like the story, the truth behind that, but I don't want to get into that in this video. I don't want to get into all that. Um, but yeah, man, I know that was just totally off topic, but yeah, just reflecting just on life, man. Well, originally I was talking about how great birthdays were when I was younger, and just reflecting on just my life overall. But yeah, man, I've been through a lot, man. I remember a lot of things throughout my life. My childhood was a lot better compared to now, and life just ain't the same now. Life just is just like, I feel like life can really, really hit me. It's like life really hit me with a ton of bricks once I reach my late 20s, going into my 30s now. Like life really just, you know, it really hits you, man, hard. Cause it's like now it's like everything depends on you now. Everything depends on me. Like I have to be the one to be responsible to find a good paying job and be able to get myself out of like the situation of living with my parents and being feeling like I'm stuck. Like I have to be the one to make a change. Like nobody's going to do that stuff for me now. And it's like I'm trying to do what I'm doing the things that I got to do in order to make a change. It is like despite my efforts, I'm still not getting anywhere, man. And I just feel so stuck in life. I really do. I just feel very, very stuck right now. Like this is bigger than just me feeling like I can't get girls and all that. Even though that is still a problem for me, I still feel bad about that as well. But I'm just feeling really just stuck as far as just, you know, just feeling really stuck in life, man. I want more out of life. I really want a better life right now. And I just feel terrible, man. I feel like a bum, you know. I just feel like I just have nothing going for me. You know, even though I have a college degree, it almost feel like I never even went to college. It almost feel like I never went to college, and I just feel like I just went to college for nothing. You know, I got paid back all this money. I got money that I gotta pay back, and it's not a lot. It's not like a whole lot compared to like what most people have to pay, but it's still a lot, and it's gonna take years for me to pay all that money off. I'm not gonna tell y'all exactly what I owe, but because that's nobody's business. But you know, I'm just student loans and shit. I mean, I had a scholarship. I have been going to school for free for a while, so that's another reason why I don't really have to pay that much because I have been through college for free because of my grades and everything, keeping my grades up and stuff. But yeah, man, people make it seem like just because I made videos about girls and not being able to get girls and all this other stuff, people just think that I was just some retarded loser on the internet just complaining about women and stuff. When I had a fucking scholarship, I had education, a good education. I mean, I'm not saying I'm anything special, but people just made it seem like I was just this crazy. I mean, people still think that now, so I don't care, man. Like I said, I'm not trying to prove nothing to nobody. You know, if people want to continue to think that, then let them think it. I don't give a shit. Fuck them. But I don't even know what else to say, man. But I'm gonna make another video. I wanted to talk about. I think I'm gonna do a separate video talking about like how like non-black girls just don't give me any attention at all. Like the most, cause I mean, well, I'll get into that in the next video. I don't really want to talk about that in this video. I just do a whole separate video, so it'll just be all dedicated to just that topic specifically. But yeah, man.